Suddhanandaji Vaishnave Vedai Sangha Pradakrama Upanishade Hindiyam Samaga Dhyana Vastita Tadgate Namanasa Pashyantiyam Yogina Yasyantam Navidusura Survana Devaya Tasmai Namah. Verse number 4 onwards, please. Tatah padam tat parimargitavyam Yasmin gatana nivartanti bhuya Tameva chadyam purusham prapadye Yata pravrutti prasruta purani Nirmana moha jita sanga dosa Adhyatma nitya vinivritta kama Dvandvair vimukta sukha dukkha sanghi Gacchantya mudha padamabhyayam tat Nirmana moha jita sanga dosa Adhyatma nitya vinivritta kama Dvandair vimukta sukha dukkha sanghi Achantya mudha padamabhyayam tat So, asanga sastrena drudena chitva. This samsara bruksha, this tree of the samsara, realm of changes, by itself is not a bondage until somebody identifies with it. It is just like you can see now. The natural display of splendor, rain, clouds, thunder, lightning, the little dusky darkness, so beautiful, is not meant for our entertainment or punishment. The nature is playing its glory. Somebody relaxed within, happy with himself, touched by, intoxicated by, inspired by the natural grandeur. Some other person, lonely, miserable, hungry, unhappy. This darkness adds to his misery. Fear and anxiety sets in. The rain comes, there may be a flood. Thunder comes, lightning comes, there may be a lightning strike. So many different types of attitudes. The nature is not inducing any of these attitudes. It is just busy with its own display. Depends on the individual. So the creation is not meant for bondage. Please appreciate. It's all yours. That is why asanga sastrena drudena chitva. With this sangha, because of your attachment, involvement, identification. Identification is better word, not attachment, involvement. Because of your identification, not knowing yourself who you are, you identify with all these changing things and therefore apparently lost in the bondage. So how do I get out of this bondage? Not by dismissing the body, not by touching the creation, but by touching yourself, the I, the individual who is attempting or who is unconsciously identifying itself with everything. Now you withdraw yourself. When you are withdrawn, the I is withdrawn. You go to the source of the I. That is why Atma Vichar, understanding, inquiry of one's own self, then the same samsara is there. The same creation is existing. Same body, same mind, same thoughts, same impressions, same thing, everything same is existing. But no more you are affected by it. And such a person, tataha param tat padamargitabhyam, tat param tat padamargitabhyam, tataha padam tat parimargitabhyam. Thereafter, you look for that pada, that is search, parimarganam, searching. You look for that pada, by knowing which everything is as well known. Yadgatva na punaravruti yasmin gatana nivartanti bhuya. Being where you no more return again to the realm of misery, unhappiness. Morning, that point was really nice. I hope you worked on it. If you find your happiness in yourself, thereafter you go to any object, you never return to unhappiness. But if you find your happiness in an object, very soon you shall return to unhappiness, because the object will disappear or your values for the object disappear. Whereas if you find the happiness in yourself, who you are, yasmin gatana nivartanti bhuya, after which there is no question of your returning to misery ever again in life, because there is no return. That is yourself, that is your source. Who are the people who shall know it? That is the verse. Nirmana moha jita sanga dosaha adhyatma nitya vinivritta kamaha dvandair vimukta sukha dukkha sanghihi gacchantya mudha padamabhyam tat. Who are the people who go there? Amudaha gacchanti. Amuda. Mudha means deluded, mohagrasta. Who is deluded? One who sees things which are not there. You see happiness where there is no happiness. You see unhappiness where there is no unhappiness. You take yourself to the body which you are not. You take yourself to the thoughts which you are not. These are the mudhatvam, ignorance. Mohagrasta, taking yourself to be something or somebody which you are not. Just like a person who is acting in a movie or acting in a theater. In a theater he is acting in a particular role. But suppose at the end of the drama, when he comes back and still continues to be in that role, what do you say? Paityam, mad. Why? The drama is over, but the person's role playing is still not over. Same thing in life. So many times, so many roles have already dropped out. You are no more the officer, but you pretend to be officer. You don't have the strength, but you pretend to be strong. You are totally weak, but you pretend to be strong. Or you have the strength, you don't know that you have the strength. All these mohagrasta. So, amudaha gacchanti, those who are free from this delusion, that is, seeing things as it is. To see things as it is, listen carefully, to see things as it is, now try it at both the standpoints, from the standpoint of your sense organs, gross sense organ, and also your mind standpoint. Okay? We'll make it very simple, very lovely. Seeing as it is. To see as it is, your eyes must be free from cataract. If your eyes are suffering from cataract, you shall see Ditya Chandra, the second moon you shall see. Just like the doctor. Do you remember that joke? The fellow goes to the doctor and says, "Doctor, I see everything 2, 2, 2. I don't know which one." "I am seeing," "You mean say you are seeing 2 doctors?" He said, "Yes." "Everything 2, 2 you see?" He said, "Yes." "All right. Which one of you suffer this?" Now the doctor asked, "Which one of you suffer?" Now what nonsense is that? Anyway, to see things as it is, your eyes must be free from cataract. To listen to things, you must be clearly. Your both ears must work. Or else suppose why both need, 1 ear we can hear, why both ears are needed? If both ears are not working, you shall not know from which direction the sound is coming. Recently I had been to our Orissa forest, know that place? Beautiful one bird was singing, oriole. In Orissa, that orioles are little more exotic yellow. Here it is yellow, but little faded, I don't know why. But in Orissa, they are just absolute yellow. I have brought that photo, you'll see. Very beautiful. And it makes a lovely noise. Same thing here, like here, oriole, same everywhere. And then, I wanted to see that. But my difficulty, because my right side I cannot hear that much clearly, I just goof it up as to where from the sound is coming. For me, everything coming from left side, because I can hear on the left side. So I think the bird is on left side. Then I asked, now I know the defect. So I asked the bird, where from the bird is coming? He points out very near. I go there, the bird is sitting there. Understand? Both the ears are needed, or else you will not hear clearly from which direction it is coming. You think it is left, you go there, and you miss the target. And if you are not very clear, already again, second time, third time it has to be repeated. You shall not listen, you shall misunderstand. Same thing nose, same thing tongue. If it is occupied, if the tongue is burnt, you cannot see that. You cannot taste everything as it is. Your skin is affected. You cannot touch it as it is. Leprosy is a disease which takes away your sense of touch. The tactile feeling is not there. When you touch it, you don't understand anything out of it, because the skin is dead. So, to see things as it is, your sense organs, to see things physically, your sense organs must be intact. Now, Atma Darshana, seeing yourself, is not with your sense organs, it is with your mind. So, your mind must be as it is. For the mind to see as it is, there should be no preoccupation. No preoccupation means what? No preconceived notion. See how beautiful it is. With a preconceived notion about yourself, how are you going to grasp who you are? That is why when the ego, the ahankara takes that plunge, I want to know, who is this I? Already decided. I am PhD, I want to know the self. How does the PhD know the self? Because he still remains as a PhD. Or, I am an ordinary man, I want to see the reality. You are already condemning yourself to ordinary. I am an ignorant person. No. To see things as it is, amudaha. Are you getting that point? So beautiful. So see things as it is. So that every role, every name, every thought, every concept, you must be free from. What all you have picked up so far, leave it apart. To see things as it is. Understand? No roles must interfere. Amuda. That is why he gives you the series of explanation. And who is Amudaha? Who is that one who can see things as it is? First, Nirmana Moha. Nirgata Mana Moha Yasmat. From whom? Who is free from Mana, pride, arrogance, amanitvam, adambitvam. Nirmana Moha. Nirgata Mana Moha. The arrogance, pride, delusion of every kind is gone. Who are you? You are no more comfortable with relative roles, meaning, previous so far I have been identifying with roles only. I am not interested anymore in the role, I want to know myself. Even the I thought itself is a role. When that much you grasp it, no thought you hold on. Then you are naturally unto yourself. Appreciate, please. When you say, what is silence? Listen carefully. What is silence? No sound, not even a whisper, not even a whisper. By habit, being with the silence, you can still ask a question. Then what is silence? Shut up. Even questioning is not allowed. Because who questions? I questions. Then who am I? Stop it, stop it. Understand? No more, no manner. That is why doesn't matter, you have got series of thoughts, any type of identity, it doesn't matter. I am not using it anymore for some time. I want to see myself as I am. And once you see yourself as you are, then which role you want to use? Choose. Don't negate anything. Let it all be there. Just like, please appreciate it. Just like your thing hold. Everything is there. Let it be. Maybe one day it can be used. Okay, in a house is a different thing because limited space. Which one to use, which one not to use. You don't know how to keep, how much to keep or how much to throw away. Whereas in case of the mind, what is the capacity? Computer language, million gigabyte. No need to archive, no need to delete. Let everything be there. How much gigabyte memories you are granted? Million gigabyte. How much of it is you using? Nothing. So why removing thoughts? You understand? In the name of spirituality, religion, when people are busy removing thoughts, impressions, vasanas, my bad experiences from my childhood, the psychologically people are destroyed. You must remove you are abused child, you are, you are destroyed, you are condemned, you are conditioned. What is this? Why are you condemning a person to a particular thought or an idea? Let them be there. Oh, you must completely forget. Why should I forget? Process it. You see yourself who you are and then see whether these things matter. Let it be there. Just there is a thought is not a problem. That I am identifying is a problem. So why are you trying to remove a thought? Are you getting that point, please? That there is a gun in your house is not a problem. Only when you shoot it, then only a problem. If there is a thief, if there is a knife in your house, it's not a problem. But if you cut somebody's throat, then only it becomes a problem. Let the knife be there. Anger, hatred, jealousy, all emotions. Can you get out of it? Nobody can get out of it. Why? Not necessary to get out of it. Love, infatuation, every emotion, please do you understand the approach? It's so healthy, so beautiful. There is nothing to negate, nothing to fight, nothing to quote, nothing to reject, nothing to covet. Everything is as it is beautiful. Nirmana moha. But when you put precondition, unless you are like this, unless the thoughts go away, unless these vasanas go away, unless these impressions go away, unless your food habit changes, unless these things, then you will not see that. Seeing the truth. What are you talking? Is it necessary to dismiss or to destroy a form to see the space? You don't have to remove a mountain to see the space. Remove anything to see the space. Space is there, accommodates everything. You don't have to remove a thought to be the consciousness. You don't have to remove an identity to see yourself. Please, that is why teaching. The rest of it is cheating. Total cheating. If the person thinks he is in a sadhana. Now what are you doing? I am doing sadhana. What is the sadhana now? Sadhana for what? Listen. Remember that statement. If there is a distance between sadhya and siddha, I am the sadhaka, one who wants to reach. Something is sadhya, a point to be reached. When there is a distance between the sadhya and the sadhaka, what is to be reached is a place Who is reaching is me. When between the two there is a distance, sadhana, a means, is a must. When sadhya and siddha are one and the same, what is to be reached is me. Who is to reach is me. What is the distance between me and me? No distance. Then what sadhana is needed? This is too powerful statement. People, generations per generations, when are destroyed in the name of sadhana, they cannot accept it because the ego finds little satisfaction in doing something. I am contributing towards my liberation. Just like I was poor, I am rich. I was uneducated, now I am educated. I was unmarried, now I am married. I was just ordinary, now I am a father or mother. So many things I have achieved. Now I want to achieve liberation also. Not be granted. You shall have no pleasure of achieving, reaching liberation, freedom, because you are already free. As long as you are trying to get it, you shall not get it. Know yourself. Sasvai nirmana moha. Free from mana, arrogance, moha, delusion of every kind about yourself. Jita sanga dosa. Sanga dosa jita. You have won over the sanga dosa, attachment or dependence. Sanga dosa, associating yourself with the body, taking yourself to be that, or a guna sanga, sattvic, rajasic, tamasic. They are there. But you are no more identifying. Such a person also. Nirmana moha, jita sanga dosa. And then what else is it? Adhyatma nitya. Nitya adhyatma. Atmanam arupa asa alochana chinta. All the time, paramatma tattva alochana. All the time, tadbudhaya, tadatmana, tannishtha, tatparayana. You are always thinking about it, listening about it, contemplating about it, always about yourself. Adhyatma nitya. If you are thinking about food, contemplating about food, listening about food, writing about food, talking about food, you shall end up in where? Restaurant. Think. Whatever you are discussing. If you talk about food, you reach a restaurant. Talk about movie, such a beautiful movie, that actor is like that, the actress is like that, then where do you end up? Movie theater. If you discuss cold drink shop. Whatever you are discussing, think of it. Reveling. You go into that. Adhyatma nitya. And now I want to be myself. Why? Enough of it I have been with the world. I have seen, heard, tasted, touched, smelt, enough. So many other things I have experienced in my life, enough. But nothing has left me with a sense of satisfaction, never coming to an end. I want now happiness, never ending. Therefore, I am no more interested in anything. Not that I hate it. They have their place, but I don't look for happiness there in my life. That is why no more fighting. You are not running away from the world. This running away from the world is a huge mistake. Please understand. Somebody running towards the world, seeing, feeling there is a happiness there. Other person is running away from the world, thinking there is unhappiness there. Who is better? Both are stupid. Why? One is running for happiness, which is not there. Other is running away from the world for unhappiness, again which is not there. Neither you can run away from, nor you can run for. Both are escaping from nothing. You are escaping from your own conclusion. Your own ghost haunts you. Your own ghost, your own conclusion. That is why Adhyatma Nitya, no more there is a movement either to run away from or to run for. But you want to see yourself, Adhyatma Nitya. All these things you have seen before. Vinivritta Kama, Nivritta Kama, Visheshena Nivritta Kamat, Kamebhya Visheshena Nivritta. What is the Kama? Desires of all kinds. Sabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. What is the Kama? That Kama is, by getting this, I shall be happy. Understand? This is just an object. Okay? See, simple example. This is just an object, Vishaya. Okay? When does it become a Kamya Vishaya? When does it become a desirable object? When I think this object will make me happy, then it becomes desirable. Which object you want in life? Average person doesn't want anything for his own sake. Never the object for object's sake, but object for happiness' sake. I want that food, I want that touch, I want that taste, I want that smell. Why? So that I can be happy. And therefore becomes desire. And when it becomes desire, if you do not get it, you are disappointed, miserable, unhappy. Therefore, as many things you don't get, that many dreams remain unfulfilled and you are shattered in life. But when I want to be happy with myself, no more I am looking for object in the outside world. Vinivritta kama. No more I am interested in the sense object. I am interested in them for my sustenance, but not for a happiness. If that much changes take place in your life, you become a wonderful person. That I want the object for its own sake. Why do you want food? For sustenance. For pleasure? No. Why do you want anything? For its own sake. If I can have a car, why not? But not for its own, everything for its own sake, not for the sake of happiness. Such a person, Vinivritta Kama. He is Megadambaru, eh? Megadambaru. That Dambaru, I don't know English for Dambaru is what? No, anybody knows English? Dambaru? Cymbal, not cymbal. Drum, that's a drum, ah. That also is a drum, okay? Yeah, yeah, drum is but that was also with a hand drum, handheld drum, okay? Handheld drum, Dambaru. It's a mega Dambaru. Yeah, that's right. It's a so beautiful sound, huh? Only in rainy season you can hear. It's so nice. This is really, what can we, why people those days, then every verse is a divine, because not man-made. Can man create this type of sound? Of course, atomic explosion, then everybody is dead. Ishvara, ballistic missiles. Anyway, now come back. Vinivritta kama, desires. So, ask yourself in life, are you wanting things for its own sake or for the happiness sake? When you want it for its own sake, everything is beautiful. Everything is beautiful. You name it, it is beautiful. Why? For its own sake. I want the sound, touch, taste, smell for its own sake. They are excellent, not they are fantastic. Where is the emptiness? Such a person, Vinivritta Kama, mind is now ready. Because to be with himself. Dvandvair vimukta. So each of the word makes it. Dvandvair vimukta. Free from the dvandva, opposites. Raga, dvesha, papa, punya, sukha, dukkha. All these things. Shuddha, trusha, hunger and thirst. None of these things. Opposites do not touch him. Beautiful weather, exciting. Harsh weather, fantastic. Because there is no reaction to either of the two. As much you enjoy your health, that much you enjoy the disease. Take care of the health, take care of the disease. Enjoy the poverty, enjoy the prosperity. No more dependent on those conditions for happiness. Therefore, dvandir vimukta. How? What is the dvandir vimukta? Sukha dukkha sangai. Whether it is sukha va, dukkham va. Whether it is comfortable feelings or uncomfortable situations. Very convenient. Travel, inconvenient thing. The travel of life, convenience, inconvenience. Anything can come in life. You don't quote inconvenience, but if it happens, what can you do? It does happen, does it not? As you are trying to take a flight, you don't expect a delay. If it happens, okay. While traveling to a place, you don't expect a traffic jam. Beautiful, smooth traffic, no problem. Traffic jam also is okay. Where you don't disturb yourself. See, the whole principle is, please appreciate, The whole principle is you do not disturb yourself for any reason. There is no question. At no time I shall sacrifice my sanity, my wisdom, my happiness, myself. Always at rest with myself. Other things can be dealt with, but I shall not lose my happiness that I am. That is why I was telling you, small, small things in life. They can be very big things also. But let it never affect, touch yourself. Please understand. Nothing is more important than your being yourself. And this is not a selfish statement ever. Nothing is more important than being yourself. You cannot sacrifice your sanity, your being with yourself, your happiness, your alertness, your awareness for anything. That is why anger, hatred, jealousy has absolutely no meaning whatsoever. Wow! Some firework, huh? Mahadeva. It's going on from one direction to another direction. Eh? What a thing is going on. Whew, how long? This is meditation. Just until it disappears. It's joyous. Madhusudan Saraswati writes. Madhusudan Saraswati, one of those 6 commentaries, 8 commentaries in Bhagavad Gita, famous commentaries are there. There is one massive book is there. 8 commentaries. Shankara's commentary, Shankarananda commentary, Advaita commentary, Sridhari Vakya, like that 7, 8 commentaries are there. Now one Madhusudan Saraswati commentary. Madhusudan Saraswati was a great devotee. Very poetic also. So he writes, when that verse is over already, Atmarati, Atmakrida, Atmatuptasya Manava, Atmaniva Santushta Shikaram Navidyate. Who is that person? Understands himself? Atmarati. Atmarati, revels in himself. Rati, Ramanam means usually with somebody. With somebody. You play with somebody or play with something. Krida. Okay, let's say Krida. Krida means with play something. Atmarati, Atmakrida. Atmakrida, usually people play with something or somebody. He says no, Atmakrida, there is no company, himself. Atmarati, revels in himself. Atmarati, Atmakrida, Atmatuptasya Manava, contented with himself. And such a person, Manava. Why Manava? Manava means usually Manusya, human being. But no, Ma Navanava Spruha, Tasmat Manava. Why do you call it a Manava? Ma Navanava Spruha, no new consuming desires, which destroys the person. Such a person, Manava. Anyway, Atmanyavacha Santushta, totally contented with himself, Tasya Karyam Navidyate, for him nothing to do. Then, what's such a boring life? Happy with himself only, nothing enjoy. He said, no, enjoys. What is enjoy? He gives a list of things. Chandra Darshana, seeing the moon rise. Suryodaya Darshana, Suryodaya, Suryasta, sunrise, sunset. Megadambaru, the rain cloud, the rain, the lightning, the thunder, the spring season, the waterfall, like that he gives a list. In a sense, all natural splendors. Everything as it becomes so exciting. Because those arrangements, no human being can make it. Suppose you are going to a jungle, suddenly 3, 4 birds are coming in and sitting down in one place. Can somebody organize it? Huh? Lovely birds, beautiful animals coming in. We saw the snake dancing in our ashram. We saw that birds, the hawk, taking away that big chameleon, and chameleon catching it. All these type of sight, different types of birds coming in. Amazing things. So when you are free inside yourself, you're not preoccupied, these little beauties of the nature brings tremendous excitement. Who cannot see the creation and enjoy the creation? You are preoccupied. What is preoccupied? No money. She told me like that. He talked to me like this. Food was not good. My pillow is very hard. And for that, because the pillow is hard, you miss this beautiful sunrise, sunset, a lovely rainbow, because pillow is hard. What majestic reasoning, eh? How beautiful. Just think of it. This curry did not have enough salt, therefore, curry didn't have salt. What can you tell those people? Suffer, man, suffer. The best thing. What is the best thing in life? Suffering. You should tell those people, that's right. And there are religions whose suffering is highlighted. More you suffer, holier you are. Ayyo. Ishvara. Understand, when you are free from preoccupation, even a drop of dew at the end of the grass will intoxicate you. Amazing sights. The other day, I've gone to forest so many times. When this time I went, I saw one spider spinning the web. Oh, you are there. They're spinning the web. How quick! You just look at it. Right in front of you is spinning a web. It was early morning. Just before 5:36, my whole attention was, what is going on in that mind, spider's mind? How can you say it's an unconscious thing? Huh? Can't even think of a design without knowing, without our mind directing. Can we draw a line? The whole design is in the spider's head. The bird nest. Oof. Observe a fish, kingfisher, the hawk, the fish hawk. Oof. Each one. What shall I say? If you are preoccupied, you shall never ever look at it. A child's smile. Whole life, every environment is full of wonderments. But we lose sight of it all because one stone is carried on the head. Right? What can you do? Jita sanga dosa. Sukha dukkha sangaihi vimukta tasmat amudaha tat padam gachanti. They go to that pada, meaning know themselves, from where there is no return. Once you are happy with yourself, you shall never ever return to unhappiness. But if you are unhappy and going to something for a little comfort or happiness, very soon you will return to your unhappiness. That is why meditation camps return to unhappiness after the camp. You understand? Most of these religious things nowadays, New Age stuff, forget something for some time, then return to yourself. Unhappiness. No. Be yourself. You shall never return to unhappiness again. And if you return to relative convenience, inconvenience, which is natural, inevitable, you are happily returning to convenience, happily returning to inconvenience. Bas. Because always happy with yourself. It's a different life altogether. Okay? All they have seen. Now the same pada, he explains it a little more. Read. Natad bhasayate suryaha na shashanko na pavakaha Yadgatva na nivartante Tadhama paramam mama Na tadbhasayate suryah Na shashanko na pavakah Yadgatva na nivartante Tadhama paramam mama. So, yasmin gatana nivartanti bhuyah. Going where there is no return. Already I talked about that, about yourself. The same thing he reveals again. What is that? Going where there is no return. He gives a description. Where natad bhasayate surya, with the sun does not illumine. Listen carefully. Nat surya tatna bhasayate. The sun does not illuminate, meaning there is no sunlight there. Na shashanka, even the moon does not shine there. No light. Na pavaka, even the fire, pavaka, agni, the fire cannot light it up. God, so terribly dark. Huh? No moon, no sun, no fire, nothing can illuminate. So total darkness, and the trouble begins. Once you go there, no hope of returning again. Anybody interested? It's such a realm of darkness where there is no sun shining, no moon shining, no fire shining, no source of light. Means what? Terribly dark. Yadgatva, and watch out. Going where? Nannivartante. You are no question of returning again. And hey Arjuna, that is my supreme abode. What shall you say? Tadhama paramam mama. Hey Arjuna, that is my supreme abode. So what shall you say? God, please be there alone. I am not coming. Right? No. What does it mean? So beautiful. Tatra suryo na bhati. You saw it in the Kathopanishad. Tatra suryo bhati na chandra tarakam. Nema vidyuto bhanti guto yam agnihi. Tameva bhantam anubhati sarvam. Tasya bhasa sarvamidam vibhati. Copied from Kathopanishad, right? This is what the scripture is. Understand? Free adaptation, no copyright. Truth is nobody's copyright. Book is nobody's copyright. Anybody can use it. This is the only book. The only person. Don't even waste your time on that. Truth is not somebody's copyright. You can use the same verse 100 times, no problem. And what he says, Natat bhasayate surya. Hey Arjuna, Surya, sun never illumines it. Sun illumines this creation. Listen carefully. Step by step you go that. Sun illumines this creation. The illumination of sun is known in the presence of your eyes. If your eyes are blind, you can swear by the name of God, the blind man will not ever accept the presence of a sun, as he doesn't see. So the sunlight is meaningful if the light of eyes is shining. Understand? The light of eyes are meaningful, the mind is shining behind the eyes. Eyes are wide open, mind is somewhere. You shall not see things. Your ears are wide open, but you don't listen to many sounds. Even a joke sometimes you miss. Right, sitting in the class, you are missing the joke. When everybody is laughing, you are asking your neighbor, what happened? What did he say? You missed it. So the light of the eyes are meaningful. Light of the eyes is meaningful if light of the mind. The light of thought is meaningful if light of the self, the awareness is there. That there is a thought is not a problem unless it has no meaning unless you are conscious of it, using it. So the light of sun is meaningful because the light of the eyes. Light of the eyes meaningful because the light of the mind. The light of the thoughts meaningful because the light of the self. The light that is the self. And the light of the self is meaningful because light of the self is meaningful. Like water is hot in the pot because the pot is hot. Pot is hot because the fire is hot. The fire is hot because you are hot. No. The fire is hot because fire is hot. There is no reason. Sun illumines because eyes illumine. Eyes illumine because mind illumines. Thoughts illumine because you illumine. You illumine because you illumine. There's no reason. Not only sun. Sasanka navati. The moon doesn't shine it. There is no night and day in consciousness. Understand? The day and night is for the eyes. Can you say, what are you thinking? Night, I can't see my thought. Can you say? You don't need a light of the sun or the moon to light up the consciousness in the day and the night. Na sasang. Na pavaka. Nothing can illuminate. All the source of lights are meaningful because of the eyes. The eyes are meaningful because of the mind. The thoughts are meaningful because of yourself. And the self is meaningful because self is meaningful. There is no reason for it. You are conscious because you are conscious. There is no other reason. Therefore, that is something where the sun never illumines. The moon never illumines. The fire doesn't light it up. So that they do not light it up is a blessing, not a curse. Because whatever the sun can light up, it will be external. Sun cannot light up your thought. What to talk of consciousness? The sense organ cannot light up your thought. What to talk of consciousness? And by chance they can be objectified and illuminated, lit up. When the sun's light goes, what will happen? Sun is a dying star. So after a few years, millions of years, sun is dead. So what happens to the reality? If the sun is gone, the reality is in darkness. The sun, moon, star, everything can disappear. Yet you are there. Your eyes can disappear. And that shows, even when the body disappears, you are existing. And thought goes, still you are. Yourself, your sense of being, nobody takes away. Tadhama and yadgatva, being one with which, nanivartante, never you return again. You cannot be for a change unconscious after that. Your eyes can be blind. You may be wise man, but your eyes can go through cataract and blindness. The sun can lose its brilliance. The thoughts can lose their sheen. They can be out, fading away. Awareness never ever fades. Always remain the same. Waking, dream, deep sleep, childhood, youth, old age, past, present, future, light and darkness, always remain the same. Hey Arjuna, Tadhama Paramam Mama. That is my Param Dhama. And the supreme abode. My only supreme abode? Same thing. Jiva Bhutam Mahavaho. Aidam Dharete Jagat. In all the beings, same thing also. So there is no distance, no difference whatsoever between the self that is here, there, everywhere. Everybody is one with the Absolute. How nice, Tadhama Paramam. Okay, I told this, then he can ask a question. Since it is so, now he gives the two different points. Now we shall see that maybe tomorrow is all right. Only 12 verses are left out, 2 days, I'll finish it, don't worry. Okay, now it's very nice, beautifully she says. Now, if it is so, that is your Parama, Yadgatvana Nivartante Tadhama Paramam, going from there is no return, that is a supreme abode. Then, oh Lord, ask a simple question, anticipated. Arjuna is not asking. A true teacher anticipates the question and answers. Before the student answers, before the student questions, the teacher answers it. That is why you don't get a chance to even question. Why? Before the, by the time the teacher teaches, he knows this doubt may come. Say, he questions it out, he answers it out. And therefore he says, okay, if you say going where there is no return, then God, in the first place, how did I begin? If by going where there is no return, the same logic, since I am already there, I should not have come into this mess. How did this mess begin? Read it, tomorrow we shall see the answer. Mamaivanso jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatana manashashtanindriyani prakrutisthani karshati Sariram yadavapnoti Yachapyukramati swaraha Gruhitveitani samyati Vayurgandhani vasayat Mamaivanso jiva loke Jiva bhuta sanatana Manashashtanindriyani Prakrutisthani karshati Sariram yadavapnoti Yachapyutkramati swaraha Gruhitveitani samyati Vayurgandhani vasayat. Just listen. Shrunu tatra karanam. Now listen. If you say, going where there is no return, all right, I read. Then in the first place, how did I come? Managed to get into the mess. This is where comes avidya, ignorance. In reality, you have never come away from it. Mamaiva, see the declaration, This is the one which makes it so human, so universal, so fantastic. Mamaiva amsaha, jiva loke, jiva bhuta sanatana. Hey Arjuna, jiva loke, in this jiva loka, human world, in this creation, living universe, jiva bhuta, every living thing, mama sanatana ansa, they are eternally an inseparable part of me. At no time your separation from God is accepted. Sanatana jiva amsa. Every person is eternally a part of me. Because the individual doesn't know about it, the ignorance, because of the ignorance, your sense of separation is complete. That is why when you become conscious of your ignorance and therefore conscious of your separation and therefore conscious of your limitation, you feel so suffocated. you want to return. And when you want to return, if your separation from the God is real and is complete, there shall be no hope of returning to the oneness. Because the separation is apparent, that is why you return back. The separation is only from the standpoint of, are you getting that point? The separation is only from the standpoint of your ignorance and imagination. You think you are separate, therefore you are separate. What can you do? It's just like you're, doubting somebody. You are asking somebody, I don't think, I think this fellow hates me. I don't think anybody likes me. I don't think anybody respects me. Then what? When you don't think anybody likes you, now how are you going to ever believe that somebody likes you? If you don't think you are a nice person, how do you think, even if somebody says you are a nice person, what do you say? Pretending, telling lies only. You is so important. Please appreciate. Forget this realm of the absolute. Even in ordinary situations of life, if you don't have that self-confidence, nobody can induce it into you. If you think you are useless, even if 100 people say you are wonderful, what shall you say? Chumma everybody solra. Just like that, they are telling to please me. They don't like me. Simply they are telling like that. To a man of low self-confidence, you cannot do anything. Even if you prop up, he will fall. Because the person himself has no sense of confidence. And the person who has absolute sense of confidence, even if he lies down on the ground, I am the emperor. Under the tree also emperor. Yesterday somebody has sent a very beautiful one from, that Israel country. One man, you must see that YouTube, somebody has sent me. I don't know, maybe I shall send it to Arunachala, show it to everybody. It's fantastic. I think I have already sent it to you. See, it's very beautiful. A man, beautiful face, beautiful body up to this. Leg is just 2 stumps, 2 kutti leg like this. Hand, no hand. But nice face, nice, this up to the waistline, perfect. Normal person. But no hand, no legs. Hand, nothing. Legs, 2 stumps, kutti, two legs. And that 2 legs, he now learns how to play drums. You cannot believe that. Now, the sad part, not sad part, inspiring part of it was, he played the drum with top speed, slow speed. And of course, everybody was devastated. I mean, what can you say? You just completely overwhelmed. And then he falls down. Deliberately falls down. Now he says, how can I get up? No hand, no leg. How do I get up? Then he gives you the message. Suppose I do not try. 100 times, 200 times, I will not get up. If I don't try, what is the other way? I will be lying down here. I have to try. Because I can't be here like this. I have no hands, no legs. I have to try. The audience was moved by then. Then he keeps his head. There is on the table, there is one book like thing. Puts his head, pushes him up, comes up. The whole audience claps. Why? If he doesn't try to get up, who is there to wake him up? That's what he says. When you are into mud, don't stay there. Get up. No hands, no legs, the fellow gets up. Who is the wonderful person? From a hopeless situation, can you find a hope? In the darkness, can you get a light? That is wisdom. So this is what? Everybody is divine. Mamayo sanatana jivamsa. Bhagavan says, in this human world, in this world of the living creatures, everybody is inseparable part of me. Until he himself forgets it. That is the ignorance. That is the only human being suffer a sense of separation. Nobody else suffers a sense of separation. Animals have no sense of limitation, trees, everything is divine. That is why in the natural company, in the company of the nature, you are always so beautiful, divine, like a child was divine. Adult company, why? nuts cases, all nut cases. All adult cases are nut cases. Until a person knows about himself, nutty, N-U-T-T-Y, full nut case. And religions, wrong thoughts, wrong ideas, make them more complicated nuts. Either you are a nut or a complicated nut. A person who recognizes himself is a different game. We shall see tomorrow. Mamaivam sajiva loge, sajiva bhuta sanatana. Everybody is eternally a part of it. Then how did he fall? Because of ignorance, which is beginningless, he takes himself to be like that. The apparently fallen, apparently rising. Apparently lost in the body, apparently out of the body. In reality, he is always one with myself. We shall see you tomorrow morning. Close your eyes.